What is going on, everybody on YouTube? It is Kerwin J coming at you with a new video today. And yes, y'all, is going to be on Nike Kyrie's. These are a few of the models that I was able to pick up during his partnership with Nike in the past. Now he is with Anta. But without further ado, let's get into the shoes. So, first shoe that I'm going to bring out is the Kyrie 2 Ring Ceremony 2016. These Kyrie wore when he received his first ring. And very subtle shoe. Again, this battle gray was a part of a pack. It came with Kyrie, LeBron, and KD. But the gray and gold is just really nice. Again, you have the Kyrie from there on the swoosh, on the strap. This is embroidered. Really nice. And the midsole has a gold swoosh as well. Speckling. Multi-directional bottom. These are really nice. These are slightly different than the Kyrie 1. It does keep the same hyperfuse mesh here, but it does give us a little bit different of a heel cup with the mesh. Very nice. On the inside strap, this is the right. On the inside strap says H&H, happy and healthy. And then on the left pair, says uh, says 8/13/67 Elizabeth and 8/8. Man, it's so worn now. Sorry, I can't make that out. But these are his mother and his daughter birthdays. Um, Very sentimental touch. Again, Kyrie always puts himself, I feel like, in his shoes. Um, and that was like one of the biggest things for me, is knowing that he got his number on his back, on the back. But yeah, when you add yourself into a sneaker, I feel like it makes it a lot more um, relatable and, again, just really sentimental. Um, the inside of the tongue on the right says here JBY with his signature. Just be yourself. And then same thing on the other side, on the left. The strap is a suede. I do like the strap. I do play basketball, but the strap it frays the laces. That was one thing I did have an issue with, and sometimes it does come undone in certain moves. But again, ultimately, it does its job of locking you in there. But very nice shoes. Kyrie 2 ring ceremonies. The next shoe that I'm going to be getting into is the Nike Kyrie 4 All Star. These are from 2018. These are inspired by the Venice City, California. All of the bright lights, the tie dye, all the color that you see out there. This gives you the groove outsole. New take on traction at that time. Again, it's very different than the two, but very nice. Then it has the nice, like, leather heel cup in the back, and The outsole comes up on the medial and lateral just a little bit more than on the two. As you can see, very different take. These are a little bit similar. The Kyrie 4, these are a little bit similar to the Kyrie 1 with the traction on the outside. Kind of came up, just as much as the midsole on the first one, but this one comes up a little bit more. Yeah, very nice. It has the seeing triangle. The insole, sorry, it is a little worn, but it did have the Venice scenery um, on them. It also says a few of Kyrie's accomplishments. Uh, Venice Beach, California, 5-time All-Star. Kyrie Irving, very nice shoe. Again, we wear our shoes, people. So sorry, I have worn these. They're starting to stick, but very nice. Um, the box for them is four. It's like this. Very crazy. Looks dimensional. Kyrie Irving 4 All-Star. Nike swoosh. Kyrie Irving. Um, the colorway, black white. That's what it says. The pink and the light blue are not listed. um, this is the box for them. And this is the Kyrie 4 All-Star. All right. The next shoe we're getting into, as you can see, it is the Nike Kyrie 5 Ket in collab with Concepts. These are one of my favorite Kyries. Again, I just wish that they were as fresh as the day of, so excuse my condition. But this is the left pair. It says Concepts on the red tongue. Has his signature on the fly trap. The fly trap was really nice. Fly trap gave a very nice lockdown. Very different than the strap. Again, doesn't fray the laces. My only thing was is I did kind of have a problem with the fly wire. Fly wire kind of snapped on me. Had to figure that out. But anyways, the swoosh is also textured, kind of like the pyramids. On the back heel, you have the Eye of Ra. Very nice touched hieroglyphic. Um, depiction. And then this is the right pair. And then it says the Concept C on the fly trap there. Kind of inverted, This one has the signature Concepts. This one says Concepts with Kyrie Irving on the tongue. And the back has the ram depiction, hieroglyphic. Very nice. And the bottom is a newer take on the, I feel like the groove, multi-directional. Also kind of like the two in terms of like the directional bones, but more kind of embossed like the 4, in my opinion. Out of these two, I feel like it's up in the air who got the better traction, but yes, y'all, the Concepts Kyrie 5. Again, hyperfuse reinforced mesh. This was a little bit thicker than what's on the 2. Um, and it's very different than what's on the 4. A little more porous, so you can see there, more porous, so your feet can kind of breathe. Um, but ultimately, a very awesome colorway. Love the way that they designed these Kyrie 5s. I feel like were very inspirational for not just youth, but for also designers um, as well. Again, I just felt like he captured a lot of different textures and color panels, and was able to put a very nice shoe together with Concepts. Those of you who don't know who Concepts is, it is a boutique out in Boston. Uh, they do have a lot of collabs with a few other sneakers. I was able to go out there and check things out. Very beautiful store, but the Concepts. Kyrie 5s, very nice shoe. The next shoe we're going to be getting into is the Kyrie 6 Midnight Alternate USA. These are the alternates because the other pair is white, red, blue. This one is blue, red, and the white. Um, very intricate inside, and the healing hand on the back compared to the all-seeing eye from the 5. Um, these are very nice shoes to hoop into. Again, it does give us the strap. The strap is again something similar to the 2, with just like the lockdown. Um, I felt like the 2. I do like that the 2 comes up to the ankle, but again, that does fray the laces. This frays the laces a little too, and the strap comes a little undone a little much, during movement. But it does hold you down on the midfoot. Um, Embroidered swoosh. Again, sorry for the condition. I do try to get some buckets in from time to time. Uh, the multi-directional bottom. Again, different take compared to the 5 and the 4. So, very different takes on the traction. Again, I feel like Kyrie's had the better traction on Nike basketball. Because again, all the different angles your foot is at gives us a little more stability as well. But very nice shoe. The red to blue swoosh. Very clean shoe. The next Kyrie 6 that we are getting into is the Kyrie 6 N7s. These are part of Nike's N7 collection program. These are to celebrate and honor indigenous culture, Native American culture as well, in the youth and for generations to come. Um, I feel like this was a very nice addition to the N7. In the past, a few of the N7s, were a few different colors. I feel like Kyrie really picked a nice light hue um, of the beige. And also, too, this shoe gave me a lot of when I first seen it, it gave me just kind of like a Yeezy Kanye vibe. And I just like the way that again the 6 kind of gave you that look with the strap as well. But got the orange. It's like a hyper crimson swoosh. The eye on the medial. Then you have the depictions here as well on the side. Um, it also says engineered to the exact specifications of Hella. That's Kyrie. Full zoom unit in the forefront. Again, these are really nice. You know, you feel that zoom unit at the bottom right here. Very supportive. Also in the heel. Um, Again, sorry for the condition. Again, I do wear these a lot. Um, I played a lot of ball in these. Um, this is the left. Very nice shoe. Very, very nice shoe. But that is the Kyrie 6 and 7. The last but not least Kyrie that I have uh, is the Kyrie 6 Concepts Capri. These are to commemorate the Egyptian god Ra, Capri, and his renewal in the sun. This is what the pink color represents. You have the scarab on the strap. That is the hieroglyphic for Ra. The swoosh here is kind of like this. The 5. It does have like a kind of like embossed texture. I specifically don't know. It kind of seems like again like a like I don't know like a marble. Kind of gives you like a marble kind of aesthetic. You know, if you were to engrave on the wall. The Hamsahan, a little more clear than the N7 and the alternate. Very nice. It says concepts on the left, and then on the right has the 6. Very nice. Very nice shoe. And zoom unit as well. Again, very supportive. These I've I've hooped in as well, but just not as much. I do like these shoes a lot, so I'm trying to keep them as good as I can. Um, but again, they're just so comfortable to play in. And the tongue here says concepts, and then on the left it has Kyrie's logo. The inside did have uh, the all-seeing depiction, but just kind of worn out, so I can't really show that. But very awesome sneaker again. The colors are very loud, and then again, just on feet, these are just crazy. You know what I mean? On the court, these are just absolutely crazy. Um, but yes, y'all. Concepts, Kyrie 6. Again, I'm sorry for the condition of some of my shoes, but we do wear our shoes, people. Shout out Kenny G. Um, Stitching is lighter blue. Very, very nice shoe. It's a very beautiful shoe, man. But yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in so much. Again, the Kyries are my favorite um, basketball shoes to play in, like performance basketball shoes. Um, I feel like all the colorways that Kyrie had were just so, you know, nostalgic, can get personal on certain pairs. I just felt like Nike and Kyrie had a really nice uh, collaboration and partnership. But again, thank you all for tuning in. It's been Kerwin J. Catch you guys in the next one.